Everybody, this is Jeffrey. Just wanted to say hi and update you that I'm fine, even though I've spent almost past 3 months in Wuhan. And I just want to give you an idea what exactly happened here in the city, what was like, and also why the outbreak of coronavirus is now under control in China, but things gone crazy globally, especially some countries. And also I want to share my idea, my personal opinion about the system which I believe decides the results and it decides the situation today. First of all, I want to talk about how I first got to know the coronavirus outbreak is happening. That will go back. We'll have to go back last December when I was still on a ship. And when I heard of this outbreak happened, the first thing I did was every single cruise I meet, I always meet the group leaders. So I will ask, please go back to check how many people that you have in your group that are coming from Wuhan or Hubei province. Then they need to monitor them. We need to get them their room numbers, and we need to monitor if they had any temperatures, things like that. That's what we did in December. And starting from January, things, it started getting worse and worse. What I did is I set off the ship in January. I left the ship in January. Okay. The first thing I did is, as soon as I left the ship, I put on a mask at all time until I arrived home in Wuhan. And I'm from the ship. Situation to me, I don't know exactly what happened, but that's what I did. And another thing is, we are the first ship to have all the crew members wearing the masks. And starting from youth program and guest relations, because those two departments, those crew members, they are constantly meeting different and large numbers of guests and also dealing with kids. They are the first group of wearing the mask. And after one cruise, all crew members started wearing cruise in January. And then we cease our operation. And when we start lock down a city, we don't go out. Definitely, you don't see anybody out. I don't go out. If I have to go out, all right, the entire family, for the sake of the family, everybody, I bought the coverall, all right, and also I bought the mask, a fully covered frame. I have alcohol sanitizers. I have everything. I wear gloves when I go out, even just pick up the delivery. Because since it's locked down, I cannot leave my community, the compound. So we get things delivered at the main gate. And people wait. All right? They line up and they pick up your delivery. The first thing I pick up everything is I spray. Sanitize. The first thing I come back home is I spray myself totally before I entered my apartment. And then we wash out everything. Everything we need to store into the refrigerator, everything, we sanitize it. Okay? If anything we have to open it up, we wash it. And then wash my hands very often with the soap and with 75% alcohol sanitizer. That's what we do. The life was lasting for 2 months like this, and then we open up a little bit. So I can literally, we have a code. In China, we have developed a code. This scan code will show your health conditions because you report it on a daily basis. If you go to buy the medication, you scan the code. They know what you bought. You go to any supermarket, you scan the code. So the government actually can track you. They know where you have been. If anyone gets sick, they will automatically know, or they can find out how many people who were there at the same time. They can isolate those people, just stop the spreading, which is clever. You get on the public transportation, you scan the code. That's what we do. But now everything's still limited, even though my city's opened up a few days ago. But what we do is still, if you want to go out to your compound and community, you scan a code. You sign up, you make your registration, so people know. You go to work, You come back, you scan. That's how it happened. That's what happened. That's what we have done in my city. Okay, we don't go to the indoor areas. I had to go to the Apple Store service center 2 days ago because my iPhone was broken. And then I make my reservation online. I went there, and the entire um, um, department store was almost empty. Nobody wanted to go. Right, so I went there about 4 or 5 people, and in the Apple service center. So I made my registration. They asked me to wait. I have my number. I'm waiting. Then I wait outside. It's my turn. I can hear. I go back in. Everybody was wearing masks. The staff there, there were 2 layers of masks. Not necessary N95, but we wear masks. And then what happened is you enter this department store, you scan, check the temperature. Everywhere you go, we check the temperature. We scan the code. So they can track you. They know exactly what happened. And also, I want to talk about the relationship between the central government in China and the provinces. Here, in my opinion, the central government is the parent, or the mother and a father. The provinces are the brothers and the sisters. For example, in my city, Wuhan, the Hubei province is locked down because of the pandemic, the outbreak, which is really serious. Then the central government utilize, get everything in hand, and then just send all the supplies and medical teams. And those provinces and the cities has no outbreak, or they're very light, not serious. They send their medical teams. They send their supplies. We have the supplies, vegetables and meats from everywhere. People donate the masks. Of course, at that time, everything's come from not only in China but around the world, Japan, everywhere else. They send us masks, medical facilities, stuff like that. We built at the hospitals. Those people, those people who are really serious symptoms, they go to the hospital. And not every hospital. At the very beginning, still also is a disaster because everybody is rushing. It's congestions everywhere, but slowly then we take the action. Boom, like this. We start building the hospitals, and we start using the university dormitories and aquarium, not aquarium, sorry, the stadiums, things like this, to isolate people who might have but don't have symptoms yet. And in some places, to have people isolated there with minor symptoms. And people who have serious symptoms go to the special hospital. So we separate. That's what we did. And another thing is, because the relationship between each province is like brothers and sisters, is a family. So we support each other, and we use all these essential and a strong support and resources to make sure things getting better. But on the other hand, my point of view, the relationship in U.S. between the federal government, what we call your central government, and your states is like is in a neighborhood. You are neighbors. Each different state is a neighbor. You are a neighbor. And the federal government is just like a managing company, right? So everybody's independent. So if everything goes on well, you respect each other with common sense, stuff like that. Very nice atmosphere, friendly atmosphere, everything. But when it comes to the pandemic, the managing company said, "Wow, blah blah blah, things happened. There's nothing I can do about it. I tried all my best." And the neighbors are starting to get, for the resources and the supplies, you're fighting against each other. Okay, I want this mask. You give $5, I'll pay $7. Give it to me. That's what happened. All right. So very simple example, and also that will help people to understand. So now what you can do is really stay at home. I have stayed at home for almost 3 months. Only have minor activities outside, only if I'm allowed when it's open up. Okay? And the rest of the time, stay at home. You can do exercises, spend time with family, get online. Luckily, we have internet. We have computers or gaming consoles, stuff like that. So we are lucky. Try to stay at home and do your part, and things will get better. And another thing is really wash your hands, never touch your nose, touch your mouth, and every time you go out, before you enter the house, sanitize yourself. I come, I sanitize myself. I change my clothes completely. Just go throw them straight into the washing machine. Use 60-degree hot water to wash it, and now take a shower right away. That's what we do. So take care of yourself, everybody, and yeah, starting from ourselves, keep social distancing, and wash your hands. Is not only for yourself, also for society, for your friends, for country. Bye bye.